quite often. He's very fond of his great-grandfather. And then you see his eyes like light up for a moment as if gears are churning in his head, and he goes, "Wait a minute, you think Lord Ricktar knows about this?"
You seem to put things together quickly there, sir.
Interesting.
That's actually a pretty... I didn't think about that.
Do you think this has anything to do with the rumors of people in the graveyard at night?
I think you do. I think that's your idea.
I see.
I just got to like...
Inception.
Yeah, I'm just like looking at Victoria and like sweating bullets as he's coming to all these conclusions. I'm like, maybe you should talk to someone about this.
Well, who better to talk to than the people tasked with finding the Duchess? I take it Duchess is the term for the Duke's daughter, right? I know that's the term for his wife.
Your world, Neil.
All right. Duchess is also the term for daughter of a Duke.
Just like,
the lady. I just Googled it. The lady.
Lady.
That's the name of the daughter?
So it could be my lady if we wanted.
Lady.
The young lady, he says,
Yes.
instead of Duchess.
Ryan, you already made that GIF. You don't need to do more damage with it, man.
I want an excuse to make
We've
another.
all seen your gift.
I want to make another one. I just want to share it with the world.
I'm like, Herb, I'm putting together a team, and I think you could be a part of it.
I think so, mister.
I think you could be our recon man. You could stay here in the grave and just do your business. Dig those graves that you do, and anytime the Lord comes in, you write it down and write down the time, and after about a couple, 2 or 3 days, we'll come back and collect that information.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
Don't follow him. Don't accuse him of anything, and keep your distance. Just
gather
act
information.
normal.
I can do that.
Yeah, and just write it
No
down
one
for us.
pays any attention to a gravedigger,
Exactly,
They mostly
but we
give us
do.
space and pretend we don't exist.
We do.
I appreciate that.
We're
It's not often someone talks to me.
I know. I understand. All right, we'll be back in like 3 or 4 days. Keep up the good work, Herb. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you then.
He nods, and the two parties split.
Okay.
I follow the party. And I'm like, guys. Actually, Leah is not that excited. She's like, guys.
Yep. All right. Good. We got you out of there.
Yep,
What happened?
I saw Richter coming into the tomb, actually. And as soon as he closes the door, the other one that you were... What the hell is the
Hammering
word?
at.
Hammering at, yeah. That door opened, and then I actually cast Detect Magic, and I saw a bunch of magical items in there.
Like what?
There's a candelabra, a pen, magical potions, books on a shelf. It's all kinds of magic. It seems quite excited, actually.
We should...
And yeah, so Richter came in. He pushed a brick wall on the right side, so I totally saw how we can get out of there. If we close it, we can get out. There's no issue with that. So maybe we should get back to that someday. But I don't think he's suspicious that we're going to get back in there, so the objects are probably not threatened. He wanted
And
to
they're
repair
magical, so we can't very well claim that we stole them, right?
Yeah, he would have issues claiming that we stole them, indeed.
Well, why don't you just use that ring, go back in there, you now know where the thing is, and take out the magical items.
But what if there's some traps in there?
Then you'll die.
We'll hear
No, I
it,
just mean-
and if you die, we'll just come collect the items anyways. So.
Well, that doesn't seem like a very lovely option, isn't it?
Leah,
mean-
I'm going to be pretty honest with you. Every time I've asked, we've like every time we're like, hey, let's do this thing, you're like, well, what if something bad happens? Like, yeah, I agree, but what do you want us to do? All of us go down there and then someone hits the trap anyways?
If I'll be more than happy to go get some items. I get first dibs on them, though. If you give me that ring, I'll go do it right now.
Xander could do it.
I can go with you.
I don't want to go
You
with
can-
anyone.
You can get the...
It's a solo mission.
Why is it a solo mission? We can help each other. I can dispel magic. We can combine our spells to find out if there's a trap before just putting our hand in there.
Do you have 2 rings that you're keeping from us?
Well, we have invisibility each. I don't see why we need 2 rings. We can just wait for tomorrow, have invis ready. We don't even need rings. There's no rush. I know how to get in. I know how to get out. I have dispel magic.
I turned to Tariq and Miktar and I'm like, well, this is up to you guys. I can go in right now by myself. Or we can do the dual attack tomorrow. You let me know.
Let's do the duel tomorrow. We need you guys to refresh your abilities anyways, huh?
That works for me.
Okay, we can get
Tariq,
ready
you good
for
with that?
this.
Yeah, either one of these plans is an okay option, I think.
All right. Since it's still fairly early in the evening, I actually have an idea too. How about Leah? What do you think about resting now and then spending the night investigating the Duke as well? While
Yeah, sounds
invisible?
lovely.
Okay, let's do that then.
Okay. You guys head back to your inn to rest. And when you arrive, there is a letter waiting for you.
I read it.
It is... You cannot read it.
I can't read, Neil, you idiot.
I caught it. I caught it.
All right,
Well, that's
Neil.
binding. I can read now. Neil said I can, so yep, go ahead.
You look at it, and it looks like gibberish.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyways.
I grab
Um,
it out of his hands and just give him a
Right.
sad frown, and then read it.
It is from the Duke himself. He is hosting a dinner tonight because his daughter has been found.
What the hell?
Hmm.
Guys, we've had a bad record with dinners with people of
Yeah.
royalty.
Yeah, I'm not. I turned to the. Is there like a bartender or something near?
There's a
Innkeeper
clerk.
or clerk?
Yeah.
I asked the clerk. Is the harbor open? Can is it safe to leave? Can we do that?
He shakes his head. No, my lord. The harbor's been closed until the Duke's daughter has been found.
Have there been any? Is there a way to get messages out, or perhaps into the town, rumors and whatnot? Is there a
I'm sorry, my lord. The entire
information
town is
highway? The
sealed
internet,
off.
maybe?
I don't know what this internet is.
You
but
should look it up.
If the daughter is found, but we're still locked in, that seems odd, correct?
Has the daughter
You know
been
what?
found? He says. He asks.
It's fine. Thank you for your time. Zanzalia, how about you guys rest so that before we go to this dinner, we're equipped? And do you guys know what I mean by equipped for this dinner?
Got your clothes on?
No, Zanzel, it means
Perfume?
more than the ability to turn into mist and then just not do anything else. Because we
Gotcha.
all kind of almost die. Yeah, that'd be good.
Gotcha. Oh, I do
Leah?
remember that last dinner. I see
Same
what
thing?
you're saying. Yep.
Same thing. Go rest, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna go cast. I'm gonna go check up what's up with them.
What?
I wink.
No, we don't understand. None of that made sense. What are you doing?
Well, is there someone? If there's anyone in front of us, I won't say it straight up.
Yeah, you're standing right next to the clerk who handed you the letter.
Yeah, I'm like.
Thank you, clerk. Thank you. You can go now.
Clerk, this
I
is
work here. This is where I stand.
This is
You
an
can
A-B
go.
conversation, so can you see yourself out?
You could. This is. I have to be here for when people
No,
come in.
no, just stand over there. I'll pay you some gold for it. Just right there. Just over there, sir.
He collects like a whole stack of books and things in his arms, gives you like a suspicious eye, and walks away.
Okay.
Why do you have
I
to
give
make
him the
it so
whispering
hard,
eye, you know what I
Zenzel?
mean? All right.
I
What was
just-
your idea
I
that you
whispered
winked
to them.
at us about that we don't?
Yeah, I just wanted to try to cast clairaudience in their chambers to see what they're up to. That's what
What
I
chamber?
meant by check up what they're up to.
The Duke?
The guy, yeah, the Duke. See
Sure.
if we can hear anything.
Yeah. Just go do that and go rest. Like we need you
Yeah,
ready for the dinner.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
I go to my room. I do that. Once
Tariq, what do you say? You and I go ask somebody about where she was found, that kind of thing.
I think that'd be a great line of questioning to get into.
We don't need to go to the Duke because that sounds like we might be inviting a potential problem. But let's ask some guards or something. Yeah.
Sure.
Zanzel, you okay? You gonna rest and that's good. You need anything from
I'll
us?
be fine.
Okay.
Have a good one.
We're gonna check on Helen real quick, Neil, and I'll have an hour-long conversation with the baby, mostly about the secrets of the universe. But then,
Okay.
good to go.
Yeah, you check in on Helen, and she is excited to see you guys. She she's like, "Oh my God! When you didn't come home last night, I feared the worst. I thought you were dead, and here I am in this town with no money to my name and just a child that I don't even know. I was terrified."
Well, that's an oversight. Let me give you some gold so that in case you do have to be on your own for a little while.
You hand her like 1,000 gold.
No, I give her 100 gold.
Her eyes go wide as dinner plates as you hand it to her.
I say, just know that we value you and you're doing a good job, but we're fine. I appreciate the concern. We're summoned to a dinner tonight. I need you to watch the child, of course, and then we should be leaving fairly soon.
Most expensive babysitter ever.
Mhm.
She, you guys chat. She's cool with it all. Everything's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Then Tariq and I go to like the Duke's castle thing, but we don't go inside.
Just the
like
two of you?
Yeah, the other two are resting.
Okay.
I cast the thing before going to bed, though. The clairaudience into his, like where we were, his chambers.
Yeah.
His audience chamber?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so.
Okay. You hear someone talking about wanting to open the ports because he needs to be able to trade his apples for this place so he can get apple cider in return, and that the shortage of apple cider in town is becoming problematic, and blah, blah, blah. It's a boring conversation entirely regarding apples and the trading thereof.
Okay. That's it? So I'm gonna go to bed after that.
Okay, it is... Woke up there, you've been hammering. It's probably about 11 in the morning right now.
But we
12
still...
Yeah,
morning.
they're
It's
resting
noon.
for the dinner, Neil.
Yeah, okay, you guys are hanging out and chilling.
We could definitely...
You're not tired enough to fall asleep.
Neil, we slept in a crypt.
Neil.
Neil, we slept in a
Neil.
crypt.
If you sleep for 8 hours in a crypt and then try and go to
Neil-
bed 5 hours later,
Neil, you tell me. If you slept for 8 hours in a crypt, would you, 1, sleep for 8 hours straight, 2, get a full night's rest and not be tired the next day, 3, not wake up from fear of just everything of sleeping
Fear
in a
fucking,
crypt
I like
in a
that.
let me put it to you
graveyard?
this way. If that was the case, you would not be properly rested to memorize spells. By memorizing spells, you have got a full night's proper sleep.
That doesn't affect me, so I'm still good.
So you didn't get any, you didn't memorize spells last night?
All I used was Wraith form, and I still had it from the day prior, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so you were kind of up on tossing and turning all night, I take it then? Not
Yeah, because
resting?
it was a crypt.
Yeah, all right, okay, fine.
I
you
slept like a
memorize spell, then
baby.
I would also lawyer
okay.
Neil, as magic users, this is not the first time they've literally power napped specifically to recharge their abilities.
I think we've been pretty good about stopping the power napping. About preventing people from all right, we slept 3 hours ago, time to go to bed again.
Oh yeah, no, we haven't done that at all.
I mean,
I've been putting a stop.
if you want to role play it out, they could have drinks. They could. There's like
If
tea
you
or
guys
some
could
shit that makes you
find
tired.
some weed, you could smoke it until you're tired enough to go to sleep.
Well, Jocko's not around anymore.
I know.
Doctor's the weed one.
If you can find enough alcohol that you can pass out, you can get a full night's sleep.
Neil,
What
I'm,
about
I'm
passing
91 hours, so that's like a drink.
You're an
Or
old
91
man.
years old.
Well, you sleep like 12 hours a day anyway.
Yeah,
So
so this is totally not on me then. I just go to sleep.
good. You're good. Leia, on the other hand,
You know
you're
what?
having trouble sleeping, Leia.
Well,
Is
then
Leah-
I'll tell them. I can't sleep.
She
I'm
having a
following
she
you guys.
says that. I say, Leah, I have a good way for you to get tired and go to sleep.
How
Are you
is
prepared
that?
to have sex with me?
Neil, would that conceivably make me sleep?
Don't ask Neil. Anyone can answer that question.
that's not a Neil. Well,
I don't.
mean,
if you'll
then
allow it
Neil
or not.
Might
question.
as well just my character could just I'm gonna say fap, but it's not fapping.
Oh wow. You turned down
I'm at-
vegetarian to
But
fap?
for real, my character can just masturbate and fall
Shit.
asleep. If you're serious about this, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's equivalent.
This is
Hashtag
a
self-
There's not an equivalent between the two of those. I'm sorry.
It's not
Yeah.
equivalent.
Guys,
There's not an
it took,
equivalent
it
between
almost it took 2 years,
God.
but we have cheated going to sleep by jerking off.
All right, Neil. I'm
Hey,
gonna jerk
listen,
off
there
and go to
doesn't
bed
have
for
to
8
be
hours.
any meaning behind it. We'll just have
Good night.
vigorous and powerful sex, and then you'll pass the fuck out.
the Yeah.
You don't need to be weird about this in this day and
All
age.
right.
That was-
Let's do it.
all
To
right.
be real though,
Oh,
I feel like
Drink's
we
like,
should
"I
allow
want
it,
the
but at
fuck?"
the same time, we shouldn't abuse it.
Oh, there's
all right. So,
Let's do it.
Leia and Victorian head off into a chamber, and bow chicka bow wow. It's happened, guys. It's finally happened.
specifically to tire her out too. So
Yeah,
it's like
and she's
Yeah, all
completely
kinds
conscious
of
of that. She's
I
like,
feel like
yep,
they both should roll for this, by the way.
Jeff,
please,
I need you to give me.
sex.
So this case, you're not so much concerned about having a good
Wait,
time
wait.
as you are about making her tired as possible. So give me a con check at plus
I
at
would like to say
plus
that
3.
people are
so my
saying,
con is 13, right? Isn't it? Or
I don't know.
Your con is 14.
okay, so I'm at plus 17 now. 36. Jesus Christ.
Boom! Goes the
You're
dynamite.
very welcome, Jen and Leia. All right. Holy crap!
I'd like to say people are saying that my character is a slut, but I'd like to say Victorian is a slut as well. Yeah. It's like, hey, you need to be tired. Let's have sex. All right, baby girl.
Okay.
Come on.
Sorry about that, guys. My mic or my headphones just cut out and everything was static for a few seconds.
Neil, I come out about
Okay.
a solid 20 minutes later from this amazing.
Holy shit! You rolled a 36.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
man.
did.
All right, Jen, you're passed out.
Yeah.
Victorian, give me a con check, a normal con. Well, a con check at -3
So
to see if
10.
you can actually stay awake or if you end up passing out with her.
What? Oh my God.
We just
D20
Here
plus
comes the 1.
11.
Nope.
Okay. You managed to pull yourself downstairs and splash some water on your face and to keep awake, but you're pretty.
Tariq, I'm ready to go, and let me tell you something. I just gave her the lovemaking of a fucking century.
I bet you did. I heard it from all the way over here.
It was vigorous. All right, let's go ask about the return of this lady, milady.
Okay.
Do it.
The two of you head off like an hour later to the Duke's to the town hall where the Duke is holding an audience.
I just like the idea that she couldn't get to sleep, so we're like, all right.
We like
You know what? The
high
logic
five.
checks out,
It
or
does.
the science checks out. It makes sense.
You wouldn't let
Gotta
us
do
just
what
drink
you
it
gotta
away.
do, homie. High
Yeah.
five. Let's have sex.
Actually,
right.
I need a con check from just a flat con check from Victorian.
Gotta get them
And-
spells. You know what I'm saying, dog?
And Leia, do you want to give me a D28?
Oh my God.
Oh my God, Chris.
Okay, cool,
It's a natural 20.
Jesus Christ.
cool.
I think I'm pregnant. Leah can feel it already. She's like, shit, it's already kicking.
She
Oh my
starts like
God, it's
vomiting. She can't even sleep. She's already got morning sickness.
I can't believe we had sex at a natural 19, and then I can't check
mean-
at a 20.
Dude, I
Might
rolled a
have
20
been.
as well on Horace.
It
I think
might
it's
have
a
been
good
the
thing,
best
though.
sex of her life.
I know. It's the best sex possible, for fuck's sake. So there's only
Well, I mean, you could have had
one better.
You can have another baby, and the two babies can fight for which baby is actually the chosen one.
That's true.
You are pregnant with octuplets. All right. We go to the guard. We're just like, excuse me, guard. We heard that the milady was back. Is this true?
Oh, this is the guard at the town hall, right? Or a guard at the town hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. He nods and says, "Yes, the lady has returned."
Any word on where she came from? We were charged with finding her, and it seems the crime is resolved. Yet I hear the gates are still closed. I asked a lot of questions there. I realize that.
Yeah, I also can't find my notes where I had written everything down. I've been looking for them. I had all my notes are missing.
Sounds like you're suffering from Ryanitis.
Well, you know what? If you don't have notes, it's like 3 times the price of whatever it is that you're gonna do.
What's the
So,
precedent we set for that?
Yeah.
That's true.
Someone said Jeff finally has sex with someone besides Neil. Hey, yeah, that's true, actually.
That is
Jen has- well, Jen's character had sex with Ryan's character. Anyways, go ahead, take your time, Neil. Most people would just write that down and,
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I write it down?
Would have done it.
I think 3 times the experience is in order.
Yep.
Yep, at least.
Today.
All right, you guys get 6 experience each.
Sweet. So we would have got 2, though, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I'm still for it. I'm still for it.
Fucking pwned.
I level up. That's actually enough to put me over.
Me too. I've been keeping track.
Yeah, I was 6 away. If we only got 2, I wouldn't
Oh
have
my
made
god,
it.
I'm level 12 now. This is so cool.
Sick.
Okay. We're going to... Wait, is this it? Oh my god, here's the notes. They're actually on my desk this whole time. The daughter's name is Delilah.
Cool.
And... Okay, I guess this is only half my notes. I don't know where the rest of them are. The woman, Delilah, was returned by Lady Morrowhammer.
So yeah, the city seems to be still closed off. Any reason why that is if she's been returned?
I believe you'd have to speak to the Duke about that. I'm a simple guardsman. I don't understand, or I don't.
I appreciate it, of course. Yeah. Yes. So is that all you know about it then? That we heard word of this and we wanted to hear what happened.
Well, Lady Morrowhammer returned Lady Delilah earlier today.
And you just heard nothing of if there was foul play or if she was just away or something or nothing like that?
I can only tell you what I've heard from other people.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I've taken enough of your time, guard. I appreciate it. We'll be back. We'll be back later.
Before we leave, I inquire, who is Lady Morrowhammer, by the way? I'm not familiar with the name.
She is a widow. Lives on the eastern side of town, up in the the southeast corner of town, up in the wealthy district.
In the wealthy district.
Yes.
Okay.
A widow. Interesting.
All right, Tariq, we should head back, I think.
Bid you adieu. If you see Delilah, tell her hey there for me. And
The guard
We will
cocks
see
his
you
head
later.
inside.
Good evening. Pardon my friend, he's very strange.
Where do the two of you depart to?
Shall I treat you to a drink, Tariq? We'll just wait while our friends are resting and we'll go to the dinner tonight?
I'd love to have a drink. You can tell me all about the epic night of sex.
I have a story to tell.
Yes, I'd love to hear it.
The technique was flawless. Okay, yes, of course. Let's go back.
Okay, so you guys all head back to the inn where you're staying down on the docks.
Yep.
And we can fast forward to when the rest of the party wakes up for dinner tonight.
Let's do it.
Party, you awake.
All right, I'll message you spells, but I just do the normal routine and go down and join the crew.
Sure.
I wake up and I'm like, oh, what a lovely afternoon. I feel refreshed. Yeah, I'll
You guys
need
feel
to
ready
finish
and
the
equipped
spell
for
by-
the kind of dinner we've grown accustomed to, right?
Getting ready will message spell to me.
Actually, this is a pretty solid breaking point, JP. How are we on time? I got messed up with that break.
Yeah, we could just take a break here.
If you need us to go for another 10 minutes, we can still do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So you guys gather all your stuff. Jen, how many spells are you changing? And JP, how many spells are you changing? Because it takes time to memorize spells, and this is the first time that's becoming a time constraint.
3 or 4 at most.
Of which levels? It's 10 minutes to memorize a spell per spell level. So
I need-
3 first level spells is 30 minutes, but 3 second level spells is an hour.
1 level 3 and 1 level 2, and that's it.
Okay, so that's 50 minutes. All right. Yeah, you have about an hour to memorize spells before you are late to the dinner.
What did I say? 1 level 2, 2 level.
1 level 2, 1 level 3 is 50 minutes. You can
Okay,
squeeze that in.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Jen?
Yeah, I need a few minutes to figure out what I want exactly. Like, not a lot, just a few.
Leah, I have an idea, by the way. Why don't we say that you couldn't make it to the dinner, and you join us with the ring powered on and that dagger, and should we get into a tight spot, I'll need you to maneuver your way over to the Duke or something like that and threaten him with his life, with the blade up against his throat.
Yeah, I can just cast invisible though and keep the ring as a backup plan.
Well, how long does that work or last?
Until I attack or do a spell.
Oh, really? Zandal, Tariq, are you good with this plan? Do you think that's sound?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
I am.
sounds good.
Okay, let's do that then. So yeah, just follow closely with us so that, no door closes you out, but stay with us, and if we get in trouble, we'll need you as the backup plan.
Yeah, that
Fantastic.
works.
Okay. The rest of the party heads over there.
I check in on Helen, by the way, Neil, and I tell her that we're going to be back from dinner and not to open the door for anyone, that kind of stuff.
Got it. You notice that with the money that you've given her, she has procured herself a short sword.
Excellent.
Cool. So you guys arrive at the hall for dinner. You're a little bit late. Zanzel's a little slow walking down the street sometimes. But you get ushered into where dinner is already... Oh, the appetizers are already being served. Around the table is a whole bunch of people. You have the Duke himself, Duke Catthorn. You have Lady Delilah. I'm going to write these down so I don't forget. Lady Delilah. You have Widow, but she is called Lady. Don't call her Widow. Morrowhammer.
Milady.
You have Rictar. You have the Captain of the Guards, who you have not met before.
Can we just assume he's like level 12, probably?
For a city this size, a Captain of the Guard would probably be level 6 or 7. Generally speaking, but you could have it in a range all the way from 5
Sure.
to 12. But 6 or 7 is kind of your ballpark.
Yeah.
Most people. Captain of the Guard, Captain Delilah.
Is the Captain of the Guard the guy that was arrested, or is this a different guy?
This is the replacement Captain of the Guard.
Okay.
The previous Captain of the Guard is still in prison, to the best of your knowledge.
knowledge.
The cleric, whose name I've forgotten, the head cleric. What's his name? I can't find it.
Joseph?
No, Joseph is the priest who got killed.
All right, well, the kindly old man cleric.
Kindly old man cleric. His name is going to be Mott from now on. M-O-T-T.
Last name Lee. He's part of the crew.
Yeah.
I get it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's the 6 of them and the 3 of you.
Okay. Friends, sorry we're late. Mr. Dutch, please forgive us. We wanted to polish our armor and be as clean as possible while we're here.
Oh, his name is Father Clem. I have it written down here. Father Clem.
Oh.
There we go.
I hope you do not think us rude, but if you do, please accept our apologies.
Oh, it's quite all right. I'm just glad that you got our message. Please be seated. My daughter has been returned to me. He gestures to her. She was found at Lady Morrowhammer's house.
What? Really?
In her basement.
And is Morrowhammer apprehended? It sounds like she'd be the
She's
abductor,
sitting at the
yes?
table with you guys.
Oh, I don't know that. I don't know who she is.
No, the formal introductions were done ahead of time. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's been pointed to.
Most strange, right, to be found in someone's house.
Lady Morrowhammer nods. She was there and in the basement. I'm not quite sure why. And the young lass won't really tell us. The woman kind of crosses her arms and furrows her brow and just kind of glares at you all.
This the lady does, you said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the daughter, Lady Delilah.
Has your daughter been looked at to make sure she's okay?
One sec, JP. Jen finishes her spell memorization like half an hour before JP does. Would you have gone with the party at that point, or would you have stayed behind anyway?
Yeah, I
she's
would have
right
went
with us.
with
The whole
there.
plan is she's invisible with us.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, there was some question about whether or not she would be finished in time. So
Gotcha.
you're invisible with the party. You're hanging out in the back corner of the room, away from where all the servants are walking with the food, so that no one bumps into you.
Yeah, I say the same thing. I ask if she's been looked at and checked up to make sure she's okay and everything.
She seems to be in perfect health, says her father.
Would you allow me to perhaps check on her to see what I can discern?
He raises his eyebrows and says, if you have some sort of checking that would help, I would appreciate that. And the girl says, no, I don't need that fuddy-duddy of an old man to check me over. I'm fine.
How far away is she?
She's sitting across from you and over one person.
Oh, so the daughter is here.
The daughter's at the table, yeah.
I take the staff and knock the table and say, silence when I say, silence when your father is speaking, young lady.
Her father kind of gets a broad grin that he's trying to suppress on his face and says, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. Delilah here would, of course, be happy to be checked out by what I assume to be a trained surgeon such as yourself.
Absolutely.
Correct?
I have, yes, of course.
Excellent. Well, we can do this after dinner if you'd like to do a post-haste, or tomorrow morning, whichever.
Whenever you would like, sir.
I would rest easier if you could check her out tonight.
If that is what you wish.
Can I also ask then, has her bodyguard been cleared? It seems like he's not guilty of this crime, surely, since he was arrested immediately and then she was found in the basement.
His crime is less one of evil doing and more one of incompetence. He is still downstairs in the prison. We have not quite decided what to do with him yet.
May I ask that you consider releasing him to me? He seems an able-bodied man with a good sword, and if he has lost use for you guys, I would like to try to retrain him and make a brave man out of a coward.
He nods slowly. Says, well, I will consider that when I rule on his judgment.
You are most kind. Please consider it long and hard, because we are journeymen, of course. We'll take him away from here, so his shame shall not be on your town. But his life could still serve some purpose. He could do some good out there.
Excellent. He nods. And you guys, they bring in the first course and the second course, and dinner continues. Is there anything else that you'd like to see or do or discuss?
How is Lord Rektar, like, taking all this as we're just freely speaking in front of the Duke? And like I kind of just glance over every now and then.
He glances back and smiles at you guys and participates in conversation. He seems to be very pleased that the daughter is back safely. He spends most of the time talking with Lord Cathorn, while Delilah is usually... Not Delilah. Delilah keeps mostly to herself, and Morrowhammer and the captain of the guard are speaking with you guys. So the party's kind of... The dinner table's almost split into two groups. I mean, clearly everyone's talking together, but... Riktar and Cathorn are talking to each other the most. Or like they tend to stick together.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think
I make any waves. I just smile kindly, and I'm like as a guy that's been in the situation before, I'm kind of like very, very carefully with like almost American Psycho eyes looking for people that are like moving in position or being nervous, that kind of thing, trying to sense out a trap. But otherwise I'm just eating.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Near the end, after the main course, but before the dessert has been brought out, you guys are all sipping on some nice mulled wines. A messenger comes for Lady Morrowhammer, saying that someone is here to speak to her, and it is most urgent. She excuses herself and walks to the front door, and exits to the front door.
How do all of the other nobility at the table react to this?
Lord Catthorn calls over the messenger, and who whispers in his ear, and he nods, and the messenger disappears. The others don't seem to pay any attention.
After Catthorn, is that what his name was?
His name is Catthorn.
After the messenger leaves him, I do the same motion and see if the messenger comes over to me.
The messenger does walk over and whispers in your ear, "Yes, my lord, what can I do for you?"
I whisper to him and ask, What was the message for her, whatever her name was? I forget names, Neil. You just introduced it to
Morrowhammer.
us. Morrowhammer. What was said to Lady Morrowhammer?
A certain Lord Halbert came to see her.
Do you know what it was
Halbert.
about?
Yeah, they
I do not, my lord.
capitalize on war times.
Thank you. I just kind of nod and shoo him away.
Okay. Yeah, he walks away. He's a trained servant. He knows his place.
Sure.
Cool. And on that note, I think it's okay to
Yeah.
end now, JP.
Yep, we can take a break.
Cool.
All right. What time is it? So it's 2 more hours, I think. Yeah, still 2 more hours to go. So we'll be right back after this quick 3-minute break with more roleplay. We'll see you guys then.